Welcome back to our channel. Sophia Loren is a living example of resiliency and unwavering tenacity in the face of hardship, in addition to being a symbol of beauty and brilliance. Her path from a little child born into poverty amid the conflict to becoming a well-known actress was anything from glitzy. The life of Sophia Loren is a multicolored tapestry, having periods of professional success entwined with loss, sacrifice, and personal suffering. Few people could have predicted the difficulties Sophia endured behind the glitzy and alluring front. She always tackled challenges head-on, whether they were societal biases, growing up in poverty during World War II, legal issues, or the incalculable loss of her love and marriage to Carlo Ponti. We'll explore Sophia Loren's biography in great detail, from her years of adversity to her spectacular triumphs. She is a strong and lovely woman. Sophia Loren was born in Rome, Italy, on September 20, 1934, under challenging circumstances. The product of a brief and informal connection between Romilda Villani and Riccardo Ciccaloni, she was born in a hospital for single mothers. Although her mother Romilda was a stunning woman who was frequently likened to the well-known actress Greta Garbo, her life did not live up to the creative renown she had envisioned. After her breakup with Riccardo, Romilda struggled to balance being the family's sole provider and mother while also pursuing her dream of being an actor. At an early age, Sophia's father, Riccardo Ciccaloni, left the family, resulting in Romilda and her two kids, Maria and Sophia, living in abject poverty. Because Riccardo refused to recognize his second daughter, Maria, Romilda was left to raise two children by herself during difficult times. Pozzuoli, a poor village near Naples, Italy, was the setting for Sophia's early years, which were marred by the atrocities of World War II. Throughout the war, this region was frequently bombed. Several days of uncertainty and dread were experienced by the Loren family. Families had to shelter in homemade bomb shelters during repeated bombing attacks, waiting tensely for the explosions to stop. Once, Sophia was wounded when shrapnel struck her chin, creating a permanent scar that would remind her of those gloomy days for the rest of her life. But this scar was only one of the several hardships she faced as a child. Sophia had to deal with the war and persistent poverty. Basic essentials like food and clean water were beyond of her family's price range. Romilda was unable to breastfeed Sophia because of her bad health, so she had to hire a wet nurse by bartering the family's meager food allotment. At its worst, the family even turned to drinking water from automobile engines, and Sophia had to face periods of starvation. Despite all of these hardships, Romilda never gave up trying to support her family. She returned to her parents' house in Pozzuoli with her two girls in order to get assistance. However, life was not any simpler there either. Pozzuoli was severely affected by both war and poverty, making it one of the poorest cities in Italy at the time. Sophia had to deal with poverty and war, but she also had to deal with peer mockery. Because she was thin and weak as a child, she was known as the toothpick from kids. Moreover, Sophia was the object of rumors and disdain due to her unmarried birth. Illegitimacy was a scandal in that time period, and she and her family were stigmatized by society. Sophia Loren's will to overcome her circumstances was fueled by these challenging early years, turning discrimination and lack of resources into the catalyst that helped her achieve her goal of being a global movie star. Beauty pageants. Being urged by her mother to compete in beauty pageants as a means of escaping poverty marked Loren's first significant turning point. In Naples, Sophia competed in her first beauty contest at the age of 14. Even though she didn't take home the top prize, her stunning beauty and refined manner immediately attracted notice. This gave her access to the film and art industries. Occurred in 1950 when she competed in the esteemed Miss Italy contest. Despite not winning the crown, she was given the unique title Miss Elegance, which was made especially for her in recognition of her unique elegance and beauty. In addition to garnering media notice, Sophia Loren's achievement attracted the attention of key players in the Italian film business. From then, she gradually developed into a worldwide symbol of skill, beauty, and cinematic success. The next significant event in Sophia Loren's career came when she met Carlo Ponti, a well-known Italian film producer, following her initial success in beauty pageants. The encounter proved to be fateful as 16-year-old Sophia enthralled Ponti with her dazzling beauty and acting prowess. Not only was Sophia attractive, but Carlo Ponti, who was already married and 22 years older than Sophia, also recognized her undeveloped potential. He took on the role of mentor, helping her navigate the early phases of her acting career. Loren began landing bigger roles in films with Ponti's unwavering support, progressively showcasing her abilities on the big screen. Loren had modest parts at first, but her seductive beauty and emotive acting propelled her to prominence. She took on more challenging tasks, and with Ponti's continuous support and her skills, Loren rose to fame very fast. One of her biggest successes was the 1960 movie Two Women. In order to demonstrate the breadth of her acting abilities and draw from her own experiences growing up during the war, Loren played a mother attempting to protect her daughter during World War II. She became the first actress in history to win the Best Actress Academy Award for a non-English speaking part thanks to her strong and genuine performance. Loren continued her successful career after Two Ladies with films including The Cassandra Crossing, 1976, Yesterday, Today and Tomorrow, 1963, and Marriage Italian Style, 1964. Loren came to represent strength, tenacity, and resolve in addition to beauty. Her standing as a worldwide celebrity was cemented when her films received both critical and commercial success. The fame of Sophia Loren was not limited to Italy. She also won over audiences around the world, especially in Hollywood, where she co-starred with movie stars like Marcello Mastroianni. Loren's versatility as an actress went beyond her sensual parts, showcasing the character's depth of psychology and enabling her to maintain a lengthy and prosperous career spanning several decades. Loren persevered in honing her skills despite the difficulties posed by language hurdles, captivating audiences with her acting abilities and upholding her reputation as a modest yet extraordinary celebrity. Sophia Loren won many major honors during her career, including the Golden Globes, the Cannes Film Festival, the BAFTAs, and most notably an honorary Oscar for her incomparable contributions to global film. A woman who battled for her position and success in a world full of obstacles and legal issues, Loren became more than just a symbol of her own accomplishments. In the late 1970s, Sophia Loren was accused of tax evasion in connection with her earnings from the 1978 movie Brass Target. Loren was accused of tax fraud after authorities said she had not disclosed all of her income. Years passed throughout the legal battle, and even though she hired top attorneys, the Italian court nevertheless gave her a 30-day prison sentence. Loren consistently insisted that she had no intention of breaking the law and blamed financial advisors for the error, claiming that the tax issue was a misunderstanding. Feeling that she hadn't received fair treatment throughout the procedures, she vented her dissatisfaction with the legal system. The matter gained widespread publicity because of Loren's international popularity, even though some people dismissed it as trivial and blamed it on the intricacies of the Italian tax system at the time. The case was widely covered by the public and international media, making it a trending subject. Sophia Loren was transferred on May 19, 1982, to a women's prison in Pozzuoli, which is close to Naples. Despite receiving a 30-day sentence, she only completed 17. Because of the harsh surroundings and the overwhelming sense of loneliness, Loren regarded her experience in prison as frightening and depressing. And misinterpretation. In subsequent interviews, Loren made it clear that she never thought she would wind up behind bars and that the experience had a profound effect on her. Loren's supporters were there for her no matter what. Supporters protested her detention in Italy by holding placards that read, "Free Sophia," showing how much Italians and people around the world loved and respected her. Loren recovered swiftly on both an emotional and professional level, despite the fact that the occurrence at the time hurt her reputation. She continued to work on significant motion picture projects after being freed, solidifying her place as a timeless global celebrity. Beauty concept. Sophia Loren's inherent beauty and her own concept of confidence and attractiveness have made her famous for years. In addition to her physical attributes, Loren's attitude towards beauty and confidence are what make her unique. She refused to be limited by strict beauty standards or the pressure to uphold a particular image that society or Hollywood, particularly renowned women, imposes on them. Her constant faith in her inherent beauty is among Loren's most impressive qualities. It is well known that she refused to have plastic surgery, including recommendations to change her nose, as she feels that genuine beauty stems from loving and accepting oneself. Because of this mentality, she was able to surpass the film industry's unattainable standards for beauty. In one quote, Loren said, "Beauty is how you feel inside, and it reflects in your eyes. It's not something physical." Her self-assurance and unwavering faith in inner worth set her apart in a society that is frequently preoccupied with outward aspects. In addition, Loren defied accepted standards of beauty by, shocking many at the time, refusing to shave her armpits. Loren saw this as a declaration of independence and confidence, demonstrating that she was not bound by any predetermined standards of beauty, rather than merely a personal preference. Loren has also continuously spoken against cosmetic surgery. During an interview, she asserted that it has little to do with your lips, legs, or breast and that you either have it or you don't. This conviction contributes to Loren's continued status as a representation of confidence and inherent beauty throughout her career, defying the rigid expectations of Hollywood. The secret to Loren's brilliance has always been her confidence. In every way, she stayed loyal to herself and never let her appearance control her life or work. A lengthy and poignant tale, Sophia Loren and Carlo Ponti's romance defies public, legal, and societal judgment. When Loren was just 16 years old, they first met in 1950. This was a pivotal year in her life because Carlo Ponti, a guy who would have a significant impact on both her personal and professional lives, arrived. The well-known Italian film producer Ponti was married to Giuliana Fiestri and almost 40 years old at the time. Still, Ponti saw Loren's extraordinary potential right away, not merely in her looks, but also in her innate acting talent. Through his skill assessment and insight, Ponti became Loren's mentor and helped her navigate the early phases of her career. However, because of the large age gap and Ponti's marital status, their relationship wasn't immune to social censure. Since divorce was not legal in Italy at the time, their relationship was viewed as illicit and was strongly frowned upon by society. This presented a serious obstacle for both, particularly for Loren, who was at the pinnacle of her budding career and had to deal with public disdain. In 1957, Ponti and Loren got married in Mexico to avoid legal problems, but Italy would not recognize their union. In order to keep their union legally valid, the couple was compelled to live outside of Italy. Throughout this period, Loren's career was supported by Ponti, who helped her land significant roles in Italian and then foreign motion pictures. When other well-known men began to show interest in Loren, their relationship became more complicated. They were very close, especially when they were filming Houseboat in 1958, and Grant even asked Loren to marry him. However, Loren decided to stick with Ponti, who had been her tutor and reliable companion for many years, even though she was enchanted by Grant. Even in the face of tough personal decisions, Loren's unwavering devotion to Ponti was evident in her choice. Ponti served as Loren's protector in every way in addition to being a mentor and advisor. With his assistance, she was able to overcome obstacles and advance in her profession, culminating in her 1961 Oscar-winning performance in Two Women. But the couple's journey wasn't without its challenges. Among the many legal troubles Carlo Ponti encountered were accusations of tax evasion and smuggling artwork out of Italy. Loren also had legal issues in 1982 after being found guilty of tax evasion and facing jail time. However, Loren and Ponti's love was unwavering. They supported one another during the most trying periods, while enduring harsh social criticism and legal charges. Following years of legal disputes, they were finally married in France in 1966, which finally offered them the stability and tranquility they had long desired. Their partnership demonstrated the power of love and was not just a romantic love tale, it was also a monument to devotion and tenacity in conquering every challenge. Up until his passing in 2007, Carlo Ponti was Sophia Loren's lifelong friend and life partner, supporting her as she developed both personally and professionally. "Ponti was the only man I ever loved," Loren once remarked. Their romance is one of the most exquisite love stories in movie history. It is a tale of devotion, love, and perseverance. The two sons of Sophia Loren and Carlo Ponti, Eduardo Ponti and Carlo Ponti Jr., both followed professions in the arts, carrying on their parents' love of the craft. Born in 1968, Carlo Ponti Jr. went on to become a famous conductor. Growing up in the artistic milieu that Sophia Loren and Carlo Ponti established, he was surrounded by music and the arts from an early age. Carlo Jr. played with well-known orchestras around the world while pursuing his studies in music at esteemed universities such as the Royal Academy of Music in London. He has established himself as a renowned conductor, renowned for his technically proficient and emotionally passionate approach. Apart from his musical prowess, Carlo Ponti Jr. is a loving family man who keeps tight ties with his brother and mother. Born in 1973, Eduardo Ponti continued his father's career path as a director. After attending the University of Southern California, Eduardo went on to direct a number of highly regarded international motion pictures. One of his most notable pieces is The Life Ahead, 2020, which stars Sophia Loren, his mother. This movie not only demonstrated Eduardo's skill as a filmmaker but also captured the intimate artistic and personal bond between him and his mother. Eduardo made the family proud by making a name for himself in the movie business. Despite having different professional trajectories, Eduardo and Carlo Jr. are close to Sophia Loren. According to Loren's frequent statements in interviews, she has always showed her sons a great deal of love and care, and they have always respected her. Sophia Loren was hospitalized and required emergency surgery for a shattered hip and thigh bone after a severe accident at her home in 2023. For someone who is getting close to 90 years old, the process of recovering from a tragedy has been drawn out and difficult. Nonetheless, Sophia Loren has demonstrated the same tenacity that she has always exhibited. Even though it has taken her a while to heal, she is still optimistic about working on more creative endeavors in the future. In the 2020 film The Life Ahead, which was directed by her son Eduardo Ponti, she made her cinematic comeback at the age of 86. Loren's career reached a major turning point, proving that, despite decades of hard work, she still loved acting. Her reappearance was successful, and the movie confirmed her acting prowess and ageless elegance. Successes in other initiatives. Sophia Loren has frequently stated in interviews that she has always embraced aging with wisdom and serenity. For Loren, growing older means more than just physical or physiological changes. It's a chance to take stock of her achievements and value the small pleasures in life that come from being around family. According to Lawrence, who has frequently underlined the importance of accepting life as it comes with pride and thankfulness, she no longer feels under pressure to compete in the entertainment industry or to look well at this point in her life. The joy that comes from caring for her family and spending quiet time with loved ones is what she concentrates on instead. Her biggest inspiration and source of genuine enjoyment has come from her two sons, Eduardo and Carlo Jr., as well as her grandkids. Outside of the movie industry, Loren has been active in a number of business endeavors and humanitarian endeavors. In addition to being a movie star, she is a multifaceted individual in many other domains. In addition to literature, Sophia Loren also pursued business, releasing 2 cookbooks. In addition to sharing her favorite recipes, Sophia Loren's Recipes and Recollections and In the Kitchen with Love also document family recollections, bringing to mind Italy's friendliness and rich culture. Loren has shown her love of cooking through these publications, and her family-friendly traditional recipes have helped her establish a strong bond with her fans. In addition to her business, Loren has been very involved in humanitarian and philanthropic endeavors. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR, has her as a goodwill ambassador, regularly taking part in humanitarian efforts to aid those in need, particularly refugees. This shows that Loren is a woman who cares greatly about the community and the less disadvantaged, in addition to being a woman of cinematic splendor. Resilience, talent, and the bravery to face any challenge are all evident in Sophia Loren's life. From an impoverished young girl in Italy to one of the greatest in the world, Loren has demonstrated to us not only her acting prowess but also her resilience. She has had to deal with public criticism, legal storms, and personal struggles. But her integrity, decency, and inherent beauty have never wavered. Please share your opinions if Sophia Loren's journey has influenced you in the comments section below. Remember to subscribe to our channel for other heart-wrenching biographies of other well-known figures. Thank you for seeing, and check back soon for more fascinating tales in future videos. Goodbye.